This year, my birthday present is one-of-a-kind titanium-plated awesomeness called Fuji X Pro 3, which I absolutely love so far. High five to X Pro owners. In previous episode, I talked about why fast lenses are overrated, so it's time to put all this shit aside and talk about lenses I do actually own, the X Pro Dream Team. Yo, what up guys, Aperture Value is back with yet another review. This time it's all about glass. People already named these Fujicrons, wonder where that came from. And right off the bat, I must say that ergonomically this is the perfect fit for X Pro bodies. I've already talked about my minimalistic style in photography, so naturally it means a great deal to me concerning the gear as well. They are small, light, weather sealed, don't block the viewfinder, and of course they are Fuji-nons. Fuji makes lenses from CCTV all the way to space and military glass, so boy oh boy do they perform. I'm planning on keeping my kit this way, but still doubting what pancake to get, 27 f2.8 or 18 f2. If you own any, feel free to write down about your experience in the comments below. So I have 16mm 2.8, 35 f2 and 50 f2. I also have similarly styled 9mm f2.8 from Laowa, but we're gonna talk specifically about these three. They are a great match and have 49, 43 and 46mm filter thread respectively. The difference is negligible and it was no problem to get a step-up ring to fit 49mm filter on all three lenses and Laowa as well. 49mm filters are smaller and much more affordable, especially talking about specialty filters like this Pro-Mist from Tiffen. You can go and check the price difference between 49 and let's say 72mm filters in my affiliate links. Just kidding. Do it yourself, lazy ass. Now let's talk about them one by one, starting from the wide end 16 f2.8. It's worth mentioning that I actually own the faster variants of all three, so yes, it does mean that I sold off legendary 16 1.4. Do I regret? Not at all. I used full wide aperture only once and by chance. You might have seen my kinda astro shot from Silk Road trip. That one was shot on 16 1.4. The rest of the time it was a dead weight killing my already sick back. Now some sources say that 2.8 is wider and sharper than 1.4. I don't pixel peep, rhymes with creep, but I also see no drastic difference in quality or field of view, but even with given even performance, 2.8 wins solely by physical parameters, at least for me. It won't focus as close, that's a fact. Do I care? Not really. Having a small front element doesn't produce any vignette with filter, which is good. Before we go to 35 f2, many people already thought, where the heck is 23 f2? Well, let's call it this way. 23mm is on my top hated list, right after cherry tomatoes in fruit salad. Nevertheless, I am giving it a try, but instead of getting 23 f2, I bought a Fuji X100, so I won't be able to physically change the lens. The review is coming shortly, as well as the results of my tries to get used to 23mm. So back to 35. It is really meant to be used with X Pro 3, since magnification is fixed, 35mm fills the viewfinder at most. I've also owned 35 1.4 for a while and the weight is almost same, but 1.4 is quite old, loud and slow. So 35 f2 was a no-brainer. It is also my favorite focal, my desert island lens. 50mm equivalent lens is my go-to if I want to go light with one camera, one lens setup. Unlike 1.4, f2 doesn't have any moving external parts while focusing, and seems like coatings are much better since I had no issues so far with glare. Some people find optical imperfections of 1.4 great in terms of looks, and I completely agree, but for my style I prefer f2 version. Last but not least, 50 f2. And again, yes, I had 56 1.2 before, which was successfully sold to some bokeh loving guy. I found 56 1.2 a great and sharp option, and even after 50 f1 came out, I still think that for ultimate bokeh the APD version of 56 1.2 would serve you better. But whatever, anyway, bokeh is not something I'm praying for. Neither should you cat owners, flower addicts and through the fence shooters. And so 50 f2 it is. I would definitely go longer, but 90 f2 is large, and unfortunately Fuji is not interested in making something like 90mm f4 like for instance Leica. For APS-C, such lens would definitely be the Fujicron size. Let's see if it comes true. 50 is the longer of the three and a bit heavier, but performance-wise it's great, and speed jump after 56 1.2 is more than just noticeable. On the negative side, for all three I can only say that because they are physically very similar, in the bag it can be hard to distinguish them from one another, so better keep them in dedicated places or simply mark them with a sticker on the cap. Also for 35F2, distortion is a bit worse than on 1.4, but embedded correction profile easily helps you to get rid of it, so yeah. Do they together make a dream team for X Pro 3? Definitely. I wouldn't want anything more really. They cover basically everything you need when shooting a rangefinder style camera, keeping in mind that for shooting ultra wide angle and telephoto there are definitely more suitable bodies from Fuji. Will I get anything else? I also have 16 to 80 f4 zoom for do-it-all purposes, again might add a pancake just to sweeten the kit. Everything else optional and non-required glass that I honestly might or might not purchase in the future. Am I waiting for Fuji to get us more Fujichrome? Yeah, I hope that 90 f4 happens, as well as ultra wide angle. Damn it, Fuji, give us 10mm Fujichrome. But until then, I'm happy with my trio, and trust me, this is the threesome you've been waiting for.